Welcome, Gemini, to your reading for the month of September, specifically the end of September of 2022. This will be a general reading, okay, Gemini, and it will be for your sun, moon, and your rising sign. We're going to look into what spiritual guidance we can give you into your life for the end of September of 2022. All right, Gemini. Let's jump straight into the reading and let's see what spiritual insight we can obtain into your life for the month of September, specifically the end of September of 2022. Overall energy for you, Gemini. Awakening and afterlife. Wow, beautiful. Awakening and afterlife. This is your overall energy. Awakening and afterlife. So what I'm getting for you, Gemini, a lot of you are going through some sort of awakening at this point. And how it is tied to your afterlife, it is you understanding that life is eternal, that life is energy, that nothing ever ceased to exist. Energy is and always will be. And this is your awakening, and you are starting to understand this. And so on a deeper level, cosmically, you are awakening to the truth of how powerful you actually are. You are awakening to the truth of your immortality. Now for some, that can mean, I have multiple lifetimes to get it right. I can sit around and do whatever I please. Or for others, it can make you feel as if you have a duty to the people around you, your friends, your family, the world. You have a duty to be the best version of yourself for the sake of the cosmic all. Wow. Gemini, this is deep. So for a lot of you, your awakenings are going to be different. Now, I'm just giving you a general overview on what I'm getting here. If you look at this card closely, there's a man and a woman in the heart of this angel. And so this can be a close bond. This can be a bond with an individual that will go on past this lifetime. This is a soulmate. This is someone who you've been with for multiple lifetimes, who you are growing with simultaneously, and someone who is part of your karmic cycles. But ultimately, what I'm getting for you is that whether or not this is a cosmic relationship, whether or not this is a sacred bond, this is a connection between you and your higher self. This is an awakening, moving up the ladder to higher consciousness, not into the depths of hell. You've lived the life where you've been in the gutter, so to speak, where you've had to struggle, where you've ultimately had to make sacrifices, right? Because nothing's perfect. But what I see is you awakening to the higher version of yourself, you being pulled into this higher energy. Some of you might have had to go through rough past, and can be tied to this individual that I'm speaking of, or it can be just your own life path by yourself, or it could be both. But you're being pulled away from the sin of the world, so to speak, into your higher purpose. We have the Ten of Swords here. So the Nine of Swords, I'm sorry. So it's most definitely pulling you away from those negative triggers, those negative thoughts, those negative emotions that create negative habits, negative belief systems, that create your negative reality. You're being pulled away from that. You're being asked to not entertain those thoughts or those ideas. You are becoming more masterful in your placement of passion, your placement of fire, your placement of desire. If that placement of desire is within lust, that is not a good thing. That will weaken your life force. If you place that desire, that fire, that passion, the King of Wands here, into a place where it is going to help your spiritual evolution, you are going to see creation happen. And what that is, it can be different for each and every one of you, but it's creation. It's the creation of something. The High Priestess, beautiful. Your intuition is what is leading you away from this lower nature to your higher nature. The only reason you are able to decipher is the contrast between good and evil. What is good? What is evil? Your inner knowing. Your inner knowing. You innately know what is good and what is evil. We all, as a collective consciousness, didn't just decide that's bad, and that's why everyone thinks that's bad. Maybe for some things, but innately, we know murder is bad. We know stealing is bad. We know lying is bad. We know these things innately. It was not taught to us. And what I'm saying to you is, you know innately that where you were and where you are going is a form of inner knowing. It's this form of inner knowingness that's pulling you out of the situation that you were in. The Hangman here. This is an awakening. This card is specifically tied to waking up. King of Cups. We have two king cards here. We have the High Priestess. This is valuable, high level creation energy. This person is waking up to the power within them. The power within the brain and the heart. And the coherence between them both is ultimately being learned by you in this moment, in the end of September of 2022. Now let's get the cards out here. So we will go to what I said earlier, life path. This could be a soulmate. This can be someone who you've been through the worst of the worst with, and you'll end up going through the best of the best with them. You're going to go through these cycles, these changes with this individual. Some of you have a lot of options right now on which way to go in your life. And I feel like you're going to use your intuition. You're ultimately going to know, like I said earlier, where to go. Just like you know what is wrong, what is right innately. You know where to go. You're going to know this. And for me to explain that, it's going to be very difficult, but just trust me, you're going to know exactly where you need to go. We have the Page of Wands and the Fool card on the outside, culmination of everything, meaning this is a new start for you. This new start is the ability to really use your intuition with the High Priestess, the Fool, the Page of Wands, into that awakening and move into the next phase of your life, the next chapter of your life, where benevolence, righteousness, and all of these things come together for a recipe that creates success. This negative thinking, this mindset of where you were, which is only one card, by the way. The rest of the cards are great. One card that is specifying, and it's the first card showing that's what we're leaving. We're leaving that energy and we're moving into the new energy. That one card is specifying what you don't want in the context of good and evil, right and wrong. And you're moving towards what you do want, into this blissful awakening. You might not know exactly where you're going, but your intuition is leading you, and you should be grateful, Gemini. This is your reading for the end of September of 2022. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you guys next time in your next reading. God bless.